A very warm welcome back to Stone Valley for episode 13 with me, MrSealyp. It's 6:31 in the morning. Another day has dawned, and the new Steiger is absolutely fantastic. Loving every minute of it. The comments that people left are absolutely spot on. If you use the hitch, the normal hitch, trailer hitch, it's absolutely fine. If you use the 3-point link, workers do not like it in the slightest, and it does all sorts of quite scary stuff. The lime I had in the lime spreader, I unloaded. I thought it would unload that side, and it didn't. It unloaded this side and just went all in here, so that needs to be collected at some point. I'm going to be making TMR later on today because I'm very conscious of the fact that the changes that are about to happen around Stone Valley will require resetting everything. I want to get rid of all those bales. I'm going to make as much TMR as I possibly can, because what I don't want to have to do if I reset is remake all those bales. So I think what we'll do is I'll do a massive session on doing loads and loads of TMR. I'll show that doing the start of it, but not all of it. Now, the reason I'm starting at 6:30 in the morning is this. Contracts completed, we're up to 85, so I did a few more cultivating jobs overnight because I had the new cultivator, so why not? And then what also happened was the price for soybeans started to climb overnight. So we hit 1792, I think it says there. Again, sorry, apologies for my eyesight. It didn't quite get to 19, but it stopped at 17. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to save it and come out and come back, because sometimes the prices change. I don't know why that happens. But I also want to make sure I get the best price I can. That's not going to go up anymore from there, unless all of a sudden a great demand happens or something like that. So yeah, so I'm going to sell it all. All my soybean is going to be sold now at that price. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to load up the first load, get that taken up to the north sell point, and then, like I say, I think it'll be some TMR making. I want to get TMR made before I get any cows. Where am I going? I went completely the wrong way through that list, didn't I? There we go, soybean. 250,000 litres in this storage, and then the rest is in the storage over at the other farm. So like I say, we'll sell all of it. Then we'll be in a good position with regard to buying our new seeder. I have got the old seeder up at the store on one of the tractors, on the Puma. So we are ready to sell that. As you can see, my sea of sunflowers is going really well, all heads pointing towards the sun, as you can tell as well. So field 3 is going really well. The soybeans going really nicely in field 17, and I'm also in the midst of doing a fertilising contract on field 29, which was the field we cultivated. The field that we harvested, then cultivated. We are now doing a fertilising state on it. Actually, that's the point. I didn't get a sowing job come up on that one. Anyway, yeah, so we're doing that at the moment. But this will be the first 95,000 litres to sell. Yeah, and we'll be in a better position financially. I wanted to do a few jobs into the evening simply because we were down at around 80,000, something like that. And I was a bit concerned. I was getting a little bit tetchy about the money, as you do. Actually, what we'll do, let's put a cover on as we're driving up the road. We don't want to lose any of this. Not really like to. Now, what I could do here, actually, rather than go out onto the main track, I could just cut down the side of it. I might put a track in down here. Thinking about it, that would make sense, wouldn't it? That would give me an easier access out. So I might do a little bit more landscaping. Maybe put a little track out there, I think, out to the main road. So this is going to be recorded in multiple stages, because today is my birthday. It is July the 30th. This bit of recording, the next bit, don't know when I'll be recording that. There won't be a video up today on the 30th, so like I say, it depends when this gets posted, when you're watching this, but it will be after the 30th. And we are heading off out. Got a fun day of things to do. Going out for dinner with my lovely wife and Sealy G and Farm Dog later on. Got some cool presents. Got some new trainers, got a new watch, got some limited edition Beatles socks. Not as in the beetles, not beetles as in the insects. That would be really weird. Be a little bit peculiar. And yeah, for those of you out there that play board games, if you play Monopoly, there are so many different versions of it now. My wife managed to find a Lakes version. Well, it's all based on the Lake District. It's fantastic. So yeah, got some really cool stuff. So off to Grasmere today. Grasmere and Ambleside, hopefully, it's because it's summer holidays, and we have found being up here, because we're kind of coming out of lockdown, everyone's gone a little bit, everyone's been stir crazy, and it is school holidays too. It has been absolutely packed. A lot of places we've been to, especially the more kind of commercialised, you know, touristy places, have been really, really busy. So a few times we've been to Grasmere, we haven't been able to get parked, and we've ended up going on elsewhere because it's just been so busy. So we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do. Like I said, we were hoping to do some vlogging, myself and CDG, from there. But again, unfortunately, we haven't been able to do as much as we hoped while we've been away. We haven't seen that much farming going on. The first few days it was raining a little bit on and off, so we didn't see as much as we thought we were going to. But we'll try and do something. That's the plan. This is where we make our money. Let's back it up a little bit. Disconnect that. Unload that. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So I'll just repeat this process until the silos are empty. So next time I see you, we should have a fair bit of money in the bank. I like the speed that's going up. That's always good to see. We are going to be in a very nice position for buying a new seeder. Planter seeder, whatever we end up going with. A hybrid of some description maybe. 125 grand plus the 40 something. Oh, I'll have that. Right, I will see you later on. Hopefully much richer. And we can carry on with the rest of the day. Okay, it's that time. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to start doing total mix ration. Now, over the last 2 weeks, it seems everyone and his uncle is now putting out total mix ration mixing options. This one will do the mixing. This one I'm going to store. That's a mixed fruit silo, 250,000 litres. I've already shown that. What I've now got as well, that came out recently from another manufacturer, is a 200,000 litre total mix ration silo. It's not a multi-fruit, but it will do 200,000 litres, and it was only 25,000 to buy. And I was able to place it down here because I was thinking, having 2 cow pens, I could have put it further up near the other one, but it's here. Now this can be used in conjunction with another mixing setup, but I've already bought my mixer. It's all done, it's all set up already. With this one, I'm trying to think which one it is. I think it's this one, isn't it? That opens up the cover. So we'll be able to store 200,000 litres in this one as well. Because like I said, I want to get as many of these bales processed into total mix ration as possible, so that when the time comes and I need to redo everything, bad weather is expected, tornadoes and that kind of thing, which could leave the farm devastated, in which case everything will need to be rebuilt, redone. Nudge nudge, wink wink. So I'm gonna do the mix that I normally do. It's just the way I do it. It's 1 part silage, 1 part straw to 2 parts hay. It's how I do it. So if I do, I'm just thinking of the size of the mixer. I don't know if I'll get 5 bales in at a time, so I think I might go with 4 So I've just got to do 4, 4 and 8. If I do that, my mix should stay correct. I will check it every now and again. That. Okay. That's the plan. Now I'm going to do the first little bit, obviously, to show you guys, and then I'm going to spend a bit of time filling up the well, the mixing. I think this one does 100,000 litres. I went for the smaller one. So once I hit 100,000 litres, then I'll get the lorry over and we'll spend a bit of time transferring it into silos. I don't even think 4 are going to fit. Oh, it should do, shouldn't they? And do that. Oh, that will not chop off. That's on the lip. There we go. That's those in. I'll go around and get the silage in a minute. It seems as well that because I'm away on holiday, I haven't been able to do any mod reviews because the Wi-Fi hasn't been great, and we've been out doing stuff, and it seems that, as per usual, this week we've seen probably more potential game-changing mods come out than any other week. It's just to be expected, isn't it? There's been some real quality stuff come out, some really nice mods. There's a PTO one that came out yesterday for forage harvesters, which connects onto the back of a forage harvester. It gives you a PTO which allows you to attach more trailers and various different options onto the back of forage harvesters, which is brilliant. So yeah, we've had some cool stuff, and like I say, typically it's the week that I'm not around to do it. But anyway, not to worry. I'm not bitter. Not much. Right, contract on field 16 is done. So what I'm going to do very quickly is jump onto that. We're going to take the payment on that, but I am going to take the harvesting contract on field 11. It's a big field. There should be surplus over and above. I'm going to borrow items. We'll go and get that running in a minute. There are some more fertilizers. There's a load more cultivating ones. I'm wondering if some of the harvest ones aren't coming up because I need to knock off some of these cultivating jobs. Because field 10 has been sitting ready to harvest for ages and it hasn't come up as a job. There are so many jobs to do. It's another thing I really like about this map, or this area, if you want to look at it, by Lancyboi, is the amount of contracts available. Now I know I said that early on, but there's nothing more frustrating than getting onto a map that you really enjoy playing and then find, you know, to build up your money to whatever, you're going to do a few contracts and there's like 2 or 3 fields you can do contracts on. That can be a real downer. That can really cause havoc for your kind of potential money making. Okay. Try and bring it up straight so I don't get anything else. But now to do 4 at a time into a large mixing system like this, we can make loads at a time. Now admittedly, some of the systems that are available now, you could do loose products, you wouldn't have to do bales, so, you know, but because I want to do bales, it's that thing, it kind of is a little bit more realistic as well. I find it very therapeutic to do, like doing something like this. I don't know, something very satisfying about mixing your own. But that said, there's also something to be said for a situation whereby you've got to go and buy total mix ration. You know, I think what we're going to do on Hollandseveld on our co-op, myself and CLG, in our first year, we're going to have to buy food. We're going to have to buy product in. I'm going to have to buy total mix ration. Now, someone did say don't worry about it in the first year because the cows haven't produced any milk or anything yet. But I want them to be as healthy as they can be, as quickly as they can be. So I'm probably still going to go down a TMR route. So yeah, there is something to be said for buying it. You know, if you don't want to spend the time making total mix ration, on certain maps you can go and buy it because there's places to buy it from. But there are placeables available for you to buy total mix ration. There are plenty of buy anything silos and stuff available. So, you know, like I say, if you're new to the game and you're thinking, oh, I really don't want to go to all this hassle, you really don't have to. Now, the amount of bales we can do on console, being 200 as a limit, if you've got a large dairy setup or cow setup, or however you're running it, kind of in excess of, I would say, kind of 200 cows, the amount of total mix ration you need to be producing, you just can't make enough bales to keep up with it. Especially if you're running seasons, blimey. Just, you know, the seasonal work required, you're going to have to buy stuff in. I honestly don't know how else you're going to do it. Right, drop those in. And let's check it. That should be a nice total mix ration. I know it's not going to be up to the limit. So, 64,000 litres, total mix ration. If I come out of that, but open up... Sorry, it's because I haven't got my side panel. I'm just going through the menus, but that's not a problem. If I open that and then go back onto it, we should get... There we go. All in the green. So we've got nice total mix ration. So if I keep repeating that process, I mean, to be fair, if this does only take 100,000 litres, it says 64%, so it's going to be 100,000 litres. I can't do the same as I just did because that's going to take us over. That's going to be a problem, isn't it? Right, okay. Well, I'll make some more up till we get to 100,000 litres. And I'll see you in a minute. And then what we'll do is move some in and put it into storage. And like I say, I will keep this process up until all these bales are gone. Or as good as I can do to get them all done. If I've got a few left, that's not too much of a problem. I'm just very conscious if you know, if we do have to reset, having to make nearly 200 bales of 3 different types is going to take absolutely ages. Whereas if I just need to replace TMR, as we've already just said, that's going to be a lot easier to accomplish to get back to where I am now. So, right, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. First 96,000 is in the mixer. So I'm going to go and grab this. This will be perfect, 95,000 litres. I have 1,000 left in there, but that's neither here nor there. We should be fine with that. That can roll over to the next mix and so on and so on. Need to be careful not to dry through my own crop. That would be bad. So swing under there. Hop out. Start overloading. Nice. It's got a nice throughput this as well, so it doesn't take too long to fill up. But you do have to stay in it. If you get out, it stops filling, so you have to actually stay in the silo. So what we'll do now, let's jump out. Try and get the pup underneath, which I haven't done. Didn't go to plan. Can I get this over a bit further? There we go. It's not ideal, but I can always back up. Right, that should be better. Of course not. Let's try that. Light little tap into the side of the silo. Still nothing. Oh no. This doesn't... The pace setters don't take forage, do they? They only take cereal crop. I'm pretty sure they do. No, not that one. Let's go to... I'm pretty sure... Sorry, I've got a lot of trailers. That's interesting. It doesn't actually show. But I don't think it does. Oh well. Well, that's not the end of the world. I'll just use the other one. Oh dear. Another good reason to daisy chain 2 of these BSM trailers together, I reckon. Right, let's just detach that for a minute. Sorry, farm dog's getting a little bit leery because someone's just arrived at the barn. quite sure why that comes out the back before it's opened. If we hit the pipe. Maybe. Still going in, that's the main thing. So what we should have, if assuming it shows it, doesn't always on every single one we're on. That's what we want to be on. That's weird. That's wood chips. There's not one on here for it. Ah, that's interesting. There's wood chip, but not total mixed ration. Oh well. Just go back and unload the rest myself. Okay, well, like I said, this is going to continue now because I've got to get all this done. Rinse, repeat. Really, that's all I can do. It's going to take a little while, but once it's done, you know, at least for the time being. The good thing with this silo, and that's going to stop doing it, isn't it? But I'll just show you very quickly. The great thing with this silo being that the next time round I don't have to make bales. I can collect whatever straw swath I've got if I do for straw. If I'm going to be doing silage from a bunker silo, or I do silage or hay, I can pick it all up loose and I can put it into here loose. With the total mix ration, with the multi-fruit silo, I can store all those products loose in there until I need them, then transfer them from here into here to mix them, and then back into there. I know it's not ideal, it's a bit of backwards and forwards, but it's still a lot quicker than some options. There we go. Does mean I can do it all rather than leaving it behind, so anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little while. So potentially next time you see me, it depends. I have started on the harvest on field 11. I may take my harvester over, but it's a sunflower harvest. Actually, I need a sunflower header anyway, don't I? I need to buy a sunflower header for my harvester. So what I could do is buy a sunflower header, get over there and get my harvester running on that one as well. That will knock that one out a lot quicker. Because I have got all of this field 3 here with sunflower, so I'm going to need a sunflower header. So I'll get myself a big old corn header. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's worked out really well actually. So I may see you over there in a minute. We'll go and get a header and get it all done. I'll get this pup out the way as well because that's going to cause me a few problems. What I'll also do, I think, is come forward a bit further so I don't hit the spout again. That's better. Nice. Last day of my holiday. Back home tomorrow. But it does mean from Monday mod reviews will continue as they usually do. Or as they did. Why is it not hooking up? I think it's out to the side. So yeah, mod reviews will go back to normal as of next Monday. Because we're going to be out and about later on today, which means that I won't, whatever mods get released today I won't be reviewing, but I'm very conscious of the Stone Valley thing being an issue at some point, so that's why I'm trying to get this all done as quickly as I can. So yeah, I'll see you probably when I'm sorting out the sunflower header for the harvester, and I'll carry on doing what I'm doing here. Next stop after this is going to be cows. We'll get our cows in. I'll be doing cows on here and on Hollandsveld as well. I have got on the front the Capello Quasar HS16 12 metre corn header. It will do corn and it will do sunflower. I did think about getting a Helianthus header because I can run faster with the Helianthus header for doing sunflowers, but it's not a dual purpose. It will only do sunflowers, whereas this one I can do my corn and I can do my sunflowers as well. Field 16 I finished the contract on, and the tractor is still sitting there. That needs to be retrieved. I've just got a message up saying worker has completed their task. I'm not too sure what's happening there. I'm assuming it's Carl or Sean over here at field 11, because I haven't got any other workers working at the moment. Unless I pressed a button wrong on this, maybe when I was putting the beacons on, maybe it registered that I'd hired a worker by mistake. But that is potentially what happened. It does happen from time to time. So, big old corn header. Which does mean we're good for any corn harvest we decide to do from now on. Beacons can come off. Open the header. And we're good for all the sunflower harvest I've got to do as well. That's a big old header. That's brilliant. Liking that. Although, again, you've got that situation where, yes, it's a big old header, but it looks tiny on a field this size. It really looks tiny. So, we'll crack on up this side. Cruise control on. There we go. And I'll go and check out what this happened. Whether the other... Actually, the other thing I can do, you know what we'll do? We're going to here, and zoom in. No, still moving. So it wasn't that. It was probably me then. I would imagine it was me. I pressed the button to turn on beacons, and it obviously thought I'd hired a worker. And then when I turned them off again and tested it again, it switched off. Anyway, I'm rambling. So, what next? Yeah, back to bales. Back to getting the TMR done, and then I'm going to be backwards and forwards unloading. I need to get the TMR done now because I've stretched myself a little bit, because I need to use the trailers or the trailer for doing the top mix ration, but also the trailer I got as part of this job is fairly small, and I'm going to need a bigger trailer for unloading all this, because there's going to be a lot off this harvest. So I need to get the TMR done as quickly as possible. What I need to do at some point further down the line as well is buy myself a second truck and a second trailer. That way, if I want to, with the dolly I can daisy chain the trailers, or in a situation like this when I need them in two different locations, I can have one side of the map, one side of the other. Just increases the operation a bit more and makes life a little bit easier for everything I'm doing. In a situation like this where I'm doing a harvest for a farmer, I've borrowed their equipment and I've got mine. I am still technically on this doing a two harvester run, so whilst I don't own the second harvester, we are still running two harvesters on this. What I need to do is do this top section. Now some of it won't let me harvest because weirdly the actual boundaries, the borders for the contracts in some of these fields don't go right to the edge. So when you come to do fertilising or sowing, cultivating, there are sections that don't work, but then when it comes to like sowing, it won't let you sow bits, but then when it's done, okay, you've completed that contract, the whole field is technically sown, but then it will come up with a message saying you don't own this land if you try and go right up to the edge, which is a bit of an odd one, which I'm likely to get in a minute. You'll see a section we're coming up to now has got nothing in it because it wouldn't let me plant anything because I didn't own the land. I know I don't own it anyway, but for doing a contract you've got access to it, so does that make sense? See what I mean? There you go. Even though I'm doing a contract on it, it won't let me until I come back over a bit. It's weird, isn't it? So I'll try and go as far over as I can, because obviously the more crop we can get in, the better it is for the end result. I'll come and try and tie those bits up later on. It's just that section there for some reason. Very odd. There you go, so the other harvester coming over there. Actually, we're both going to arrive not far off where the trailer is at the same time. That's good. I always forget with field 11 that the other part of the field's over there. I keep doing contracts on here and thinking, I don't understand it, I've done the whole field, why is it not complete? And then remembering, yeah, there's all that bit over there. Oh, something else I say. Just remember, I was talking to Silly about this yesterday. I haven't done any snow runner for 2 weeks now. I think it's got to be 2 weeks. I've just, you know, and I said this before, pardon the pun, I've just been snowed under with Silly G starting a channel and us doing the co-op videos. I've been helping her out, teaching her how to do some editing and some bits and bobs, and helping her get her channel going. And you know, why wouldn't you as a father? If I've got the opportunity to help her, of course I'm going to. And then obviously trying to do Stone Valley, trying to do the mod reviews the week leading up to us coming away on holiday. Then all the prep and packing and coming away on holiday, and I just haven't had the time to get on it. I love playing it, and it's frustrating that I haven't been able to get on it, especially when we had the sort of part 1 of phase 1 was released. I did the first video going around Lake Coved, and then didn't get back on it again. So I'm sorry if you're one of my sort of SnowRunner viewers, or you watch my Farming Simulator and SnowRunner. I will endeavour to get back on and do some more videos on there, because you know, I'm not doing per se, I'm not doing kind of guide videos or anything like that. It's just me playing, so it's just the continuing adventures, that kind of thing, and I do want those adventures to continue, so I will get on there, I promise. I'm going to do another strip this way, and when I fill up I'll open the pipe out, and then we can unload both one and then swing around to do the other. That can come up, and we'll tidy this top area up, and then we'll crack on. That trailer's going to fill up in no time, and I really do need to get these bales sorted. So I think both these jobs are going to take a little bit longer than I want them to, but my attention is split somewhat. It's 9:24, some time has passed, and as you can see the bales are now looking rather depleted, which is where I need it to be. Straw bales are going down, silage bales are going down, as are the hay bales. I have made 480,000 litres of total mixed ration. This has got 250,000 litres in it. Our new silo over there that holds 200 has got 200,000 litres in it. And the extra 30 went over to our mixed fruit, I keep saying mixed fruit, multi-fruit silo, the extension we've got over at our kind of main farm, which may become our kind of storage farm. This might become our main farm, but regardless, so 480,000 litres. I've got a little bit more storage space over there, but not very much. So I'm not going to make any more total mixed ration, but what I am going to do is use this multi-fruit silo, which holds 250,000 litres, and I'm going to turn this into loose material. Now, as I said before, the initial concept was doing bales, and I have no problem with doing bales. I enjoy doing bales. I would rather do bales. But, again, in light of the situation we've spoken about with the area being updated, I don't want to have all these bales loose. I don't want to have all these bales out. I'd rather have them as loose material, which is going to be far easier for me to restock when the time comes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put hay into here. Hopefully, if it's just hay in there, it will allow me to just take hay out. So basically what I'm doing is shredding all the hay bales, just turning them into loose products. I'll do all the hay, I'll put those into storage, I'll do all the straw, I'll put those into storage, and likewise with the silage. So then it'll all be in there loose, and when the time comes it's going to make life a whole lot easier for what I need to do. So that's kind of where we're at now. The harvest contract on field 11 is still going. We're on about 67% complete. I have taken over the large lorry with the trailer as well to help out. Oh, that didn't grab that other bale, did it? Missed completely. It's weird, it seems to be... Oh, I wonder actually. Let's drop that off. I wonder if it needs repair. Every now and again, I haven't been showing me doing repairs, but every so often I'll go through the list here and check to see if anything does need repair, like that. Or I'll take it to one of my toolbox points and I'll repair it there. No, it's not saying it needs repair. It just seems to be missing every now and again. It misses the odd bale, and sometimes in the middle of a stack as well, which seems a bit odd. But that's better. I should have got those 4. Yeah, so like I say, I'm going to spend a bit of time now just putting all the hay bales in, shredding them all, load them into a lorry, and then I'll bring them and put them into the silo loose. I'm also thinking, you know what, I'm not even just thinking about it, I'm going to buy a new field. I was thinking about the price of sunflower is going up, which makes a change. I've got a crop which says could be worth something, that's nice, isn't it? But the field next to, oh, up to 71% progress, that's good. This field here, field 6, has got sunflower and it's ready to harvest. Now the actual field itself isn't going to be on anything particularly great. It needs ploughing, it needs lime, and I don't think it's fertilised, no. So it's not going to be great yield, but that field could come in handy. It's not too big. I might use that for doing wheat or barley or oats, so I can keep doing, if I need to do straw swaths for bedding, because I'm very conscious I'm using it all the moment for TMR. I do have some loose in my silo over here that I did off of this field. I must have about 75,000 litres, but it will give me some other options. So you know what? I'm going to buy it. It's only 113,000, and I'm thinking what I'm going to get off of this field 11 contract might come close to, if not completely cover the cost of that. So we've just bought ourselves another field. It's all good, isn't it? Investing in the future of the farm. And we are, again, moving forward. We are progressing. We own more land. If we wanted to get a loan, the more land you own, the bigger the loan you can get. But in all honesty, I'd rather not go down that route. I've said that before. So I'm going to carry on doing this. And hopefully get all this. See, I missed that one there in the middle. It's weird. Oh well. I'll come back and get it in a minute. I am at the south sell point. The harvest on field 11, the contract is at 92% complete. Now, I have been taking all of the sunflower from that and putting it into storage. I put it all into my silos because for the first time out of all the contracts I've done so far, the sunflower being sold, I've got to take this to the south sell point, is only at 1,100. The best price is at the west sell point. What's been happening is when I've been doing the harvest, I do check the prices, and I've been finding that wherever I've been taking it to has been the best price at that time. So that's why I've then continued to sell it at that sell point. But the best price at the moment for sunflower is at the west sell point. So what I'm going to do is dump as much as I need to fulfill the contract. The rest of it I've put into my storage. That also explains why there's a John Deere and a Joskin trailer over at my farm. When I was doing the bale work a minute ago, you may have seen it. That's from the contract on field 11. I took a whole load of sunflower over with that and left it there and swapped it out for this because I could transfer more. So what I'm hoping is, with what I've got in the back of here, I will complete the contract, and then what I've got left in storage, I think it's about, I'm sure I took 70,047, so it should be 117,000 litres. I didn't even think to look. Does that say 119? Oh, maybe a little bit over then. So yeah, so that's what I've got in storage at the moment. So fingers crossed on this. With this load, we'll complete the contract. Then the rest is mine, and I'll take that up to the, or take that up to, yeah, up and across to the west sell point. Please complete with what's in this. If not, I'm going to have to go and get some more out of the silo until it does complete. But this should. I want to be ready for contract complete, so I don't. Oh no, it's not going to, is it? No. How shy am I on the contract? It's going to be ridiculous, isn't it? Ah, 97. It's going to take quite a bit more, isn't it? Oh man. Okay. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the silo, grab some more until I fulfill the contract here. Then the rest I will take up to the west sell point, and I'll sell it there. And then what I'm intending to do is take on the harvest contract on field 10, because that's another one that pays out quite well there. Use their equipment and mine, combination of the two. Again, we should do right on that. But my only concern is, if you look top right, it's showing rain. So my concern is, do I take on a harvest contract, which until the rain then stops I can't complete, or do I not take on the harvest contract and just pick up fertilising and cultivating things that I can do if it's raining? I'm actually erring on the side of maybe leaving it and doing fertilising. I know you wouldn't normally fertilise in the rain, although some fertilisers, what was I watching the other day? Some fertilisers and some additives and things that get put on the ground are put on the ground normally when it's dry, but then require rain to activate it. So I've always been kind of the opinion, oh, you wouldn't fertilise in the rain, you wouldn't put it down, then rain, otherwise it'll wash it away. But some of the things you put down do require, yeah, rain to activate, which I didn't realise. So that's where we're at. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to head to the farm, grab some more. I've just realised I've come along the wrong road. Should have gone straight along and across. Although I can take this one. There's a farm track, isn't there? Oh, plus I've got sunflower to harvest. Oh, maybe I should get my harvester over and crack on with that. Yes, I'll do that before the rain comes. I have newly acquired field. We'll get the sunflower off that, then I can repurpose that field when it's raining, so I'll get on with that too. 11 o'clock in the morning. The rain hasn't come yet. Field 6 is what I've been harvesting, our new field. This is the last bit of sunflower. I completed the contract from field 11. I took the last of the sunflower over to fulfill the contract, sold the bulk of it, and I think I had 10,000 litres left in the silo, which I grabbed, and then we've got whatever's come off of this all combined. So this is the last of the sunflower off of the contract field 11 and our own field 6. What it does mean now is that we can repurpose this field, so we're going to need to fertilise, cultivate, actually, oh no, this one needs ploughing and it needs lime. This needs everything. We do have a bit of lime, so that's not a problem. I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and buy a lime spreader, because we are actually using them quite a lot. What we'll do is just jump in this. Let's put the pipe away. Let's fold the header. This will all need a bit of maintenance again. Let's close it up. I'll move that off the field in a little while. Let's go and sell this. West sell point is still where we're going. We are going to go up and past the store because it's time to buy our new seeder now, or planter. I am going to go down the planter route. I'm going to get the larger version of the one we got. We've got the YP4025. We're going to go for the YP2425. No, yes. Which is 18.2 metres. As far as planters go, that's the largest one we've got in game. It's the largest one I've got installed. I don't think there are any more modded ones on console that are bigger than that for planters. Seeders obviously go a lot bigger, and I do want to at some point go down a bigger route with regard to seeders. I want to try one of the Borgo, one of the Paralink hoe drills. There's a 26 metres, there's a 30 metre one as well. They're an expensive combination. For the time being, we're going to just upgrade our planter, and I know that the planter we're going to buy does everything. It's not a direct drill, but we have got our new cultivator, which means we can seed a larger size, and but we'll just need to cultivate ahead, which I'm not too bothered about that. It's kind of the route we want to go down. What I'm going to do is pull in here for the minute, then we'll go on to the west sale point to get rid of this. Actually, what I should have done was put the cover on. So it's across the road. It's already, I bought this up ages ago actually, our old one. That's sitting in here with the case already. Does it need any work? Nope, we did it all. What am I doing? Sell for 50,000. That's a big chunk towards the new one as well anyway. And then what we'll do is let's do it from the menu. So that's what I'm saying, that as far as planters go, if we go up here, the YP2425A, yeah, it's 280 horsepower requirement, 18.2 metres. We have got the Horsch Maestro SW2475, which is an 18 metre, which is almost as big, 169,000, but that only does corn, sunflower, soybean, sugar beet and cotton, whereas that one does everything. But like I say, that one's not a direct drill, but that's what we're going to go with. Customization. Now, do I take a chance on this? Go with trailer adapter again with the other adapter. I think we will. So we're going to buy that. So we're now up to an 18.2 metre. But as far as seeders go, I do want to look at some point, I want to get that probably, the 23.2. There is the Seed Hawk at 25.6. That actually, the Paralink is a little bit cheaper. But the seed cart's more expensive, so there's a trade-off really. I mean, I haven't really used these sorts of things on many maps at all because I've just never got that big on machinery when I've done larger maps. I mean, that thing is an absolute monster, but I'm going to need a lot more money and another big tractor, I think, to run it, because that's going to require 500 horsepower at least. That one requires 600, so we can get away with that one, but that's going to be further down the line. So what we're going to do, that's a point. Have I got 240 horsepower? I don't think I've got enough to pull it with this. But that is what the bigger tractor's for. Although it would be nice to cultivate, and look at the size of that. Now this one only does seed as well. This is not seed and fertiliser. The other one does seed and fertiliser, but it requires liquid fertiliser. I know a few people said they haven't been able to get it to work. It's liquid fertiliser the other one uses, the YP4025. This seed pallet's been sitting there for ages, so we'll get a shot of that. And I'll get some more. So there you go, that's our new seeder. We've bought one. We have gone up a size. And what I might do, I know this does everything, but in the light of kind of having a planter and a seeder, at some point we are going to buy a big seeder. And then I will use this mainly for just planting rolls. But at any point where I want to run both together, I then can. But at the moment, 477 grand, that's not bad. Like I say, we'll get some more seed, we'll get that loaded up. Field 6 is going to need a bit of work. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Have I got it installed? I don't know if I've got it installed. Under manure spreaders, I might still have it, the Straw Blitz. Was it the PS304? No. It's that, isn't it? But it requires the IT runner. that one will do muck spreading and it will do lime, and I'm pretty sure it does the lime out to 24 metres, which is pretty handy. Yeah, that one doesn't, the standard PS4. So we could go down that route for lime spreading. It'll mean getting an IT runner back. They're a little bit pricey in all honesty, because that's about 50 odd grand, isn't it? Anyway, I'm digressing somewhat. I'm going to take this and we'll sell it. And then we'll crack on with the next field. All of my bales are now converted to loose. They are all in storage. So I've got everything stored away. And yeah, so next episode we're going to get some cows. That's the plan. Let's take this off to the west side. We'll flog this. Not as in like, you know, whipping it, as in getting rid of it. And with this last load of sunflower, we are coming to the end of this episode. I'd said the first part of this, it was my birthday, it was the 30th. We are now on the 3rd of August, so it's now Saturday. We've just driven back from the Lake District. It was about a 5-hour drive, I think it took us. We did a straight run back, we didn't stop or anything. You know, none of us needed to stop for any reason, so we thought we'd head back. And we are now back at home. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get a Holland Sevelde episode. Myself and Sealyp will get one recorded. So we are back in the comfort of home. I have my side panel back again. It's all very nice. But like I say, this will be the end of this episode. And again, we have made more progress. We have now bought a larger seeder planter. We have got another field. We have sorted all the bale situation out. We've made TMR. Another step towards getting animals. And then this should add back into the coffers. We should go back over 500,000. There we go. All good. So to be fair, with what we're going to get for this and what we just sold the last planter for, yeah, we've pretty much covered the cost of the new one. Not far off. Not completely, but almost. I hope you have enjoyed this episode and are still enjoying them. More with the large. I think we're going to get the Steiger out again. I'm loving using that. But anyway, if you are enjoying the series and you've enjoyed this episode, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do.